Hi, I'm Wendy Gratz from Shiny Happy World, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make this cute giraffe applique block. Her name is Ginny, she's Ginny Giraffe, and you can get the pattern in the shop at shinyhappyworld.com. Here's how to make her. Alright, I've got the giraffe all ready to assemble. This is the video showing how to do it using a light box. I've got another video showing it without the light box, so here's how we've got everything set up. I've got the light box on. I've got my placement guide laid down, and then I've got a silicone mat laid on top of that. So I'm going to layer all the pieces on here. Just a couple of things to point out. I've used the same pieces for a video that did not use the light box. And so I just wanted to point out a couple of differences. When you don't use the light box, you do need to transfer all of the markings to the fabric side, all of these dotted lines from the back. When you use a light box, you don't need to do that, but since I'm using the same pieces for both, you're going to see those markings on there. You can ignore all of them except the mouth. So the mouth is the one marking that you will want to transfer over, and you can do that by just holding it down on the light box and tracing it. I just use a simple Sharpie, nothing fancy. I'm going to just stitch right over that line so it doesn't matter that it's permanent ink. So ignore those markings that you see. That smile is the only one that we're going to use for our purposes. So the numbers are used to identify the pieces, but they also tell you in what order we're going to lay the pieces down. So we're going to start with number 1, which is one of the ossicones. Then piece number 2 is the other ossicone. I'm pretty sure they're called ossicones. I should have looked that up before recording. All right, now we're going to do the ears. So we're going to start with the outer ear, number 3, on this side. And then 4 is the inner ear on that same side. Then we're going to do the ear on the other side, number 5. And number 6. Okay, number 7 is his head, the top part of his head. Okay, and number 8 is his neck. And number 9 is the mouthpiece or the muzzle. All right. So 10 and 11 are his nostrils. I didn't mean to bump that whole piece over. There we go. And then 12 and 13 are his eyes. And the ovals for his eyes are a slightly different size and shape than the nostrils, so you won't want to interchange those. I mean, it probably wouldn't make a big difference if you did, but just so you know, they are a little bit different. And then we get into his spots. So number 14 is this tall one at the top. Number 15 is this wide one. And number 16, the last one, goes right down at the bottom. All right, I'm going to lift this very carefully off the entire silicone mat, carry it over to the ironing board, fuse it in place right on the mat, and then I'm going to carefully peel it off, and at that point all of the pieces will be stuck together, so it'll be like one iron-on piece. Then I'll put it on my block, do all of the outline stitching, and then I will bring it back here and show you the finished block and also show you some other color options for it. All right, here it is all finished. I've done all of the outline stitching around all of the pieces and stitched over that mouth as well. So I want to show you a couple of different color options too, but first let me just tell you what these fabrics are. So the giraffe pieces are all from the Animal Kingdom blenders that I have, and this background block is from the pre-printed quilt blocks that I have. This is from the Farmer's Market collection, but these lines that I've used for my quilting are actually printed on the fabric, so it's very easy to follow. It's kind of like just like doodling with your sewing machine to do those quilting lines. So let me show you some other color options. So this one, the background block, is from the Gemstones collection, and this giraffe is also from the Animal Kingdom blenders. So both of these are from the Animal Kingdom blenders, but just different options for the different colors. For this one, this is from all of the giraffe pieces are from the Farmer's Market blenders, and this background is also from the Farmer's Market blenders, but I also have a selection called Leafy Greens and Cool Blues that are all different green backgrounds and blue backgrounds. So I use the green backgrounds a lot when I want kind of a realistic looking dappley background color for like woodland creatures or flowers or something like that, and I use the blues for sky or water. That is that one. And I've got one more. This one uses the Animal Kingdom color palette for the background block, and then the giraffe itself is also from the Farmer's Market collection. So this one and this one are both from the Farmer's Market collection, but again, different. This one is all shades of yellow, and this one is a darker yellow with some orange to it. So that is the different versions of the giraffe quilt block. I'm Wendy Gratz from Shiny Happy World, and I'll see you next time.